Hi everybody. So by now you should have read your textbook and you also should have watched the video and gone through the 5 dimensions of health. So you should have a good understanding at this point that there's 5 dimensions of health: spiritual, cognitive, emotional, physical, and social. So now I'm going to explain to you about the health wheel. So in healthcare, we talk about this health wheel right here. So you can see I'm just kind of circling it with my mouse. So the health wheel consists of all 5 dimensions, and it's supposed to represent that they're all interrelated. So depending on what's going on with you emotionally will also affect how you are spiritually, socially, cognitively, and physically. So understanding the holistic nature of health, not only understanding it for yourself, will also help you become a better care aide, because when we're out there helping those we care for, the residents, the clients, and the acute patients, essentially we have to have an understanding of what's going on with them physically and how that is relating to the other areas of their lives. So this is called a holistic approach to care, and you'll hear it continuously throughout this program that we treat people. We don't treat just the symptoms. So talking about that, if you take a look at the symptoms list, if you were treating somebody, for example, let's say they come in and they have physical pain, you need to look at what are the causes of that pain. So you can then look at the causes column. You're going to see that maybe they use harmful substances, or maybe they haven't been getting enough sleep, or maybe they have really unhealthy eating habits. And what are the approaches to helping that person with the symptoms and causes of their pain? Well, maybe it's that we recommend they get more exercise, or they eat better, or maybe they need massage, or maybe they need medication or surgery. So now, to give you a good example of a health wheel and how we fill it out is if you take a look at this one, we have physical, spiritual, emotional, social, and intellectual. You have the symptoms, the causes, and the treatments. So for emotional health, you could say like a symptom of emotional health was that you have depression. And then a cause of that depression could be maybe that you failed at something, so failure. And maybe that failure was because you lost a job, or your relationship didn't work out, or you didn't do as well on an exam as you thought you were going to do. And a treatment for that could be that maybe you talk it out and talk to a family member, or that you go on medication, or that if the failure was because you didn't do well on an exam, that you reach out and you get help with studying. Now, if we were to look at how that's connected to other areas, so if you're having depression as a symptom, socially, you're probably not going to want to go see friends. You're probably going to start isolating yourself. Intellectually, you may have brain fog. You might be losing sleep at night or sleeping too much. And also intellectually, you're probably not going to want to, take up doing a degree, or, taking a bunch of new classes, because it's hard for you to get up in the morning, right? And then physically, you might have body pain or aches. You also physically could have stomach aches, or you may have diarrhea because of depression, or you're gaining weight. And spiritually, you may not feel very spiritual, right? You might not be going to church anymore if that's your thing, or essentially just not able to have a sense of purpose, or have a lot of time for reflection, just because you might be pretty lost in your mind. So that's just an example. And if we take a look here, you're going to see that this is all of the symptom, causes, and treatments put into a holistic wheel. So I also have posted this on the front page so you can take more time to look at it. But the point of the wheel is to just basically have a good understanding that everything is connected, and nothing is too far-fetched. If you were to look at any of the symptoms, causes, and treatments, they're usually in one dimension affect another dimension. It's very rare that something that's affecting you socially won't affect you intellectually, physically, spiritually, emotionally, or something emotionally won't, affect you physically, intellectually, spiritually, socially, etc., etc. So if you guys have any questions, just reach out, and hope you're doing well.